Is my stuffed animal possessed? A week or so ago I really started to get into creepypastas, so I told my bestie about it. And she turned out to like it too, so we started listening to some really creepy stories about skinwalkers and that kind of stuff. We would sometimes share stories with each other, but it was getting late, so I really had to go study, so I asked her to study together since we're in the same grade. I started a Zoom call and we began to study. Of course it ended up with neither of us to study, but we had fun together, so I didn't really care about it. What I do care about is the stuffed dog behind me. It was the large Pluto I bought in Disneyland. I thought it was moving, like its paw slid a little to the left. We already were scared, so I decided not to think anything about it and tell her later. But right after I shook off the weird feeling of being watched, she told me that the stuffed dog behind me was moving. And she wasn't wrong. Oh my god, she really wasn't wrong. It also whispered something in the voice of a little girl. I couldn't hear what it said, but now I think about it, I think it was singing. I ran down the stairs and asked my mother if this house had any weird things going on in the past. That's when my mother told me the worst thing ever: the family Rogier, living in our house. Before us had all died in this house. The dad from the family, Charles, had killed Mother Jen's and daughter Olivia. Soon after, he committed suicide in the attic of the house. The police found the bodies after the neighbors complained about a strange smell. The little girl's favorite things to play with were the toys they bought at Disneyland. I immediately ran back upstairs to tell my bestie, but of course my dumb eyes catch the stuffed animal. I took it and threw it in the trash, only to find it back on my desk with a note. "We are not throwing this out, it was expensive, 30 mom." Great, I thought, I can't tell my parents anything about this or they will think I'm crazy. I came up with an amazing idea. I was going to use my Ouija board to make contact with the family Rogier and see if Olivia is ready to leave my plushie. "Okay, everything is ready." I set up my Ouija board and asked if anyone would like to talk with me. The glass almost flew to yes, almost giving me a heart attack. Turned out they were ready to leave, so everything was great, so I thought. My mother called me for dinner, so I went to eat. When I was done and came into my room, there was a shadowy figure of a little girl. She asked me to play a game. I think that I forgot to say goodbye to my Ouija board. I said let me think about it. She gave me 30 minutes to think. 3 years has gone, 31 minutes past since, and I'm hiding in my closet. If this is the last thing you hear from me, prepare for the worst.